Many people have returned from a romantic island vacation that was full of fun, sun, and beaches. Who wouldn't love this? However, compared to a normal island beach vacation, there are many island resorts that provide some fairly odd and unusual experiences. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel Travel Era. In today's video, we will talk about the top 10 strangest islands in the world. Make sure to watch all the way to number 1. For our list of the 10 weirdest islands on the planet, many are accessible to the general public and have extremely distinct histories. If you are so inclined, visit them to see for yourself. So let's get started. Lagola Island in Italy. This desolate island off the coast of Naples is made up of 2 smaller islands connected by a bridge. Many of its previous owners either met with terrible luck or untimely deaths. The island is surrounded by crystal clear water and gorgeous skies, but is considered very cursed. Number 2. Japan's Okinoshima Island. Many amiable feral rabbits live on Ushijima, also known as Rabbit Island. A colony of rabbits was transported to the island to test poison gas between 1929 and 1945, when the island served as a production facility for Japan's chemical weapons before and during World War II. While some think the current population of rabbits is linked to the original group, others believe they are descendants of rabbits that schoolchildren brought to the island in the 1970s. The island is today a well-liked vacation destination featuring beaches, a modest golf course, and camping areas. Number 3. Sable Island, Newfoundland. Over 400 wild horses live on Sable Island, which has seen over 475 shipwrecks and is known as the Graveyard of the Atlantic. The only resources these horses have on the island are seagrass and rainwater. Although it's never been inhabited continuously, stranded sailors, prisoners being transported, and pirates have all occupied it. On June 20th, 2013, it was designated as Canada's 43rd National Park. Number 4. The Indian Ocean's Christmas Island. The Christmas Island red crab thrives in the protected Australian National Park known as Christmas Island. The crabs spend most of the year living beneath the protection of the forest, but during the rainy season, nearly 120 million crabs travel for a month, over a distance of 5 miles to the ocean to reproduce. During their migration, crabs have been known to be terrorized and rendered blind by super ant populations. Number 5. Mexico City's Island of the Dolls. The Island of the Dolls, also known as La Isla de las Muñecas, is situated close to Mexico City, in the canals of Xochimilco. A girl who mysteriously drowned on the island many years ago is said to haunt the hundreds of dolls with severed limbs and heads, and the island is said to be dedicated to her soul. Number 6. The Philippines' Vulcan Point. Considered to be the geographical equivalent of the 2012 movie Inception is Vulcan Island, also known as Vulcan Point. Lake Taal, where the Taal volcano is located, is on the island of Luzon. A caldera or basin near the summit of the volcano has a lake called the crater. Vulcan Point, one of the volcano's cones, is located in the middle of the lake. Vulcan Point is a lake inside an island inside the Pacific Ocean, to put it simply. Number 7. Snake Island. 90 miles from Sao Paulo, Brazil. The Brazilian Navy officially forbids anyone other than scientists from landing on the 106-acre island, since it is considered home to between 2,000 and 5,000 snakes, making it somewhat less desirable. The only snake found there is the golden lancehead viper, one of the most poisonous snakes in the world. Number 8. New York, Alexandria Bay, and Deer Island. Deer Island is on the St. Lawrence River near Alexandria Bay, New York. Yale University's secret organization, Skull and Bones, also calls it home. Former United States Presidents William Howard Taft, George H.W. Bush, and his son, George W. Bush, as well as U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, are all graduates of Skull and Bones. Members of the secret organization has claimed that the neighborhood is relatively run down. However, Atlas Obscura asserts that this information may have been leaked to make society appear more harmless than it actually is. The island continues to be shrouded in secrecy, much like the secret society. Number 9. Svalbard Island, Norway. You would have to deal with some wild polar bears if you travel to Norway and the incredibly remote Svalbard Islands. Polar bears abound on the islands, which are in the Arctic. Every year, thousands of visitors come here to view these magnificent animals in their natural environment. Legislation mandates that anyone traveling outside of populated regions carry a gun with them at all times in case of bear attacks, even though it's forbidden to kill them for sport. And finally, number 10, Hashima Island, Japan. Hashima Island might have held the record for the planet's densest population at one time. The island, which was renowned for its coal mining, is now virtually abandoned. The tens of thousands of Japanese laborers who toiled in the island's deep mining shafts during World War II are now gone, as are the Chinese and Korean forced laborers. The island was no longer economically viable when Japan switched from using coal as its primary energy source to using petroleum, thus abandoning it. However, most of the enormous concrete structures are still intact, giving this island the appearance of a floating ghost town or an old battleship. So which of these islands was your favorite? Please comment below. We love hearing from you. If you're visiting Travel Era for the very first time, please hit that like button and subscribe for more unique travel videos in the future. Thanks for watching.